There's going to be a lot to talk about considering it's been a minute.
I'm actually going to start crying. Yeah, not to be dramatic, but it is insane. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Yay, we're back.
Back on a Friday, which is so crazy because we always record on the weekend.
Yeah.
So it is very interesting to be recording on a Friday, but weirdly I have more energy than if I were to record on a morning.
Really?
I don't know, because I feel like a lot of times what happens is like we'll be doing something the night before, so I'll just be a little bit more tired. But I feel like I got my 8 hours of sleep last night, and
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. This weekend is Manasa's race.
Yes.
So when this will go up, she'll already have ran her half.
Which is so crazy. I don't think it's hit me that... Oh, by the way, I'm drinking an Olipop. My favorite flavor at the moment.
Oh, I've never tried that.
Vintage cola and strawberry vanilla are my favorite.
Okay.
And I'm an Olipop stan.
Yeah, you
more
are.
than Poppy.
You like Olipop.
Well, yeah, my race is this weekend, and I'm so excited. I don't think it's actually like fully hit me until like yesterday, and I realized I was like, oh my god, I'm actually running like 13 miles.
I know you went and got like your number and stuff today.
Yeah, today I went to, they had like this expo to go pick up your number, and it was kind of underwhelming because I thought it was gonna be like this big thing, but they probably do big stuff for like the marathon and like stuff like that. But they gave us this free T-shirt, and you pick up your bib. And yeah, basically already I have set out my race day outfit.
So are you going to wear the shirt they gave you or no?
No.
You're just going to keep it for the memes?
I'm just going to keep it for the memes.
Nice.
It's like neon green.
Okay.
I don't want to wear that.
Okay.
I'm sure some people do, but
I feel like some people will wear it.
I also think it'll get hot, like wearing a T-shirt. Like I need to wear like a tank top or something.
Okay.
Because
that's true, because you're running so much.
It's running so much, and it's also going to be like 70 degrees.
Wow.
I think it's going to get like pretty hot. Like I get sweaty and like hot when it's like 55. So 70 is going to be pretty warm. But I'm super excited. I'm just excited to also just like celebrate with everyone after.
Well, that's exciting for the post-race drinks.
That's what's getting me through. It's like motivating me to do that. I think at first I was a little nervous. But I don't feel nervous anymore.
Okay.
I feel ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be so fun. I'm so excited to like be cheering her on. Yo, standing at the finish line, it's super expensive to stand there.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be at the finish line, but we're going to be like on the path somewhere.
No, I wouldn't even want you guys to stand at the finish line because I just think it's just like so expensive for what.
I know, but I always thought that that's what, I didn't know that like you have to pay money because this is my first time going to a race.
I think like if you go to a smaller race, it probably is, but I think because this one is like a big race, like it's the Brooklyn Half, like so many people are participating. I feel like that's the only way they could manage.
That's fair. And I didn't even think about that. Like in my mind, I was like, oh, we're just gonna be at the end.
Yeah.
And then we were doing research leading up to it, and we realized that it's really expensive.
Yeah.
For all of us, because there's like a group of us going to stand at the end. So we're gonna find a spot on the way when Masa runs by us.
Yeah, and then I think after that, we meet up with you guys. We'll go to Bottomless or something. There's a bunch of people running. I know a couple people running.
Yeah.
My boyfriend knows a couple people running.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I'm excited. I'm so excited to watch it. And we're gonna go into like more about Masa's running journey in a bit. But until we do that, how has your week been so far?
It's been good. I got pretty sick earlier in the week.
Yeah, you did.
Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday were rough.
Okay.
Especially Monday and Monday night. I don't know. It's probably like just like a spring cold. I thought for a second it was COVID because like so many of her friends were getting sick, and I was like, oh no. So I took a COVID test, but I was perfectly fine. But I think it was like one of those like colds that just
when
goes
the weather
around.
Changes too, it could be.
But so many people were getting cold.
Yeah, everyone was sick last week.
I was coughing. I'm still a little congested. Can you hear it?
A little bit, but only because I knew you were sick.
Okay.
If you didn't tell me, I don't think I could catch it.
Okay, but like my nose is a little congested. I'm gonna have to like pack some tissues at the race.
Eat a Claritin or something.
Yeah. It could be allergies.
It could just be allergies too.
Or I need some like Flonase or something.
Yeah. Fair.
Some congestion medicine. But I was pretty sick. I'm just grateful that I was sick when I was sick, and then I'm not experiencing what I was experiencing on Monday, like today or tomorrow.
Yeah, so that you're
ready. Because then I genuinely wouldn't have been able to run. Like I was so fatigued, so tired. don't think I could have been able to run. But yeah, nothing crazy has been happening. I've been talking to my therapist lately about just like wanting to slow down because like weekends before that were like so crazy. And this past weekend it was a lot chiller. It was nicer. And I think I really needed that. And then I had a slow week this week too. I think I've just been changing my intention around like, I feel like whenever I had free time, I like wanted to see someone.
You would fill it up.
I'd fill it with someone or work or something. But I'm like, my therapist was like, if you have free time, why do you need to fill it up? You could also just have time for yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, I didn't even think about. She's like, start scheduling time for yourself.
Nice. So you're trying to be like slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm trying to think back to my little week. Well, the weather's been getting nicer.
Yeah, finally.
I think this is my first season, like, really noticing cherry blossoms. There are actually so many in Jersey where I live.
Yeah.
My street has, like, 10.
Whoa.
My house has 3.
Wow.
Or
Wait,
4.
I saw the picture and it was huge.
There's 2 huge ones right in front of my, like, literally in my front yard. And then there's 2 on the side, all in our property.
Are there a lot of bees?
There are. Do they attract bees?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. No wonder. There are a lot of bees, but we were like,
Does Ozzy get scared of bees?
No.
Okay.
Ozzy's my dog.
Yeah.
But he doesn't care. Like, I took him on a walk yesterday. There were so many bees, and he's like stopping, and so I'm like, come on, Ozzy, let's not stop.
You're like,
here.
hello, there's bees.
Literally, and I'm
oh, because he can get stung.
I think so.
Do bees sting dogs?
I think so. I assume.
Okay.
I assume they can.
And I think it would be painful to them.
Yeah. But he can't even tell me that he's in pain, you know? Like, how would I even know unless I, like, examine and I see it?
Would he start crying?
I don't think so.
Okay.
He's had, like, ticks and I didn't know before, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he had a tick here and there, and, like, you just don't know. Or even if he's sick, I feel so bad.
He has a lot of fur, too.
Yeah.
So you can't tell.
And I feel so bad because, like, he can't ever tell me that he's sick or that he's, like, hurting, you know? But we were in this house last year too, and we're also in the same town that I've always lived in, like growing up, but I never noticed the cherry blossoms like I have this time. It's crazy, like, and they're gonna I think go away in like 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, in 2 weeks all the flowers are gonna be gone.
Nice.
But it's so pretty. It actually is such a mood lifter.
Yeah, I mean, it shows really that like spring is coming. Finally.
It's such a mood lifter. I know, and I think I'm just ready for the nice weather. And then, as I said before in a previous episode, I'm going to be going to school soon. So I think just like work has been slowing down a little bit, and I'm kind of like I'm still figuring out where I'm going to go, but I'm really excited to like travel a bit, hopefully before school starts. So I've been trying to think a bit about that, but I haven't made any concrete plans yet. But I've been on Skyscanner so much in the past week, and like Google Flights being like,
have you been seeing anything?
Well, I don't know where I want to go. I'm confused. I'm like, do I go to Europe? I don't know. I've also never solo traveled like so far before. So
is that something you'd want to do?
Well, I think I'm gonna have to, because I don't think anyone else is gonna have off like I have off, you know.
That's fair.
So I think I'm gonna have to solo travel
or you should travel with your mom.
I could, and I want to, but she also has like work and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's gonna have the weeks off that I do. So I'm hoping that I get to go on a small trip with her.
You're gonna start to have a winter break.
Yeah, I am.
Back again.
I am.
Which is so crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
But I also think that like when you're in school, you also have so many assignments and stuff. I'm technically gonna be off, but like in the summer, hopefully I'm interning, so I don't really think I'm gonna have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Winter, you have assignments and stuff, so we'll see. I have no idea how it's gonna look right now, but yeah, I've been trying to figure out like where I want to go. I've just been on Google Flights for like in my free time so much.
I have been just craving being in a beach.
Yeah, I
really
keep
texting Ishika like every other day. Ishika, I want to be on a beach.
I really want to go on vacation, and I'm just feeling like, you know what it is? It's like life was so busy applying, and now I'm just like finishing up interviews. In the next week or two, I'll be done like with my interviews, and I've been done with the applications. I've just been waiting now. Yeah. And after that's done, like even now, I have nothing to do. Like it went from being so busy to just silence.
It's like stagnant.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't know what to do with it.
Right.
So I don't know. I think that was too busy, but this is too slow. So I don't really know where the balance is in between. But I've just felt so like stagnant. Like I don't know if bored is the right word, but just so like.
You could embrace this period because you know you're gonna start to get busy again when like school starts and like.
Yeah, but I want to be spending it. I think like doing more things more fun things.
Like
that
hobbies.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. Like, I want to use this time to travel. But I think right now it's also like body and rest, days and rest a little bit. I think it's so hard to get out of my daily routine.
Are you also like me, like 0-100 type of person?
I think maybe. I also think that exactly, like, once right now, like, I have my routine. I don't even go into the office, so it's just like so slow. Like, I can just spend a whole week like not really leaving my place much or like doing much. I don't know. I'm getting kind of bored. So I kind of want a little bit of like.
Well, maybe it's the time to go on a bunch of dates. Dating era.
Wait, we talked about this. I am in my dating era.
Yeah.
I'm in my dating era. I'm trying. I think I had luck on Hinge for like a little bit.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, so someone that we know from high school, one of my friends just got engaged. And like they just keep posting the cutest stuff. And I'm like, get back on Hinge, sugar. This is your motivation. This is your reminder. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I also think that's the thing about dating apps is it's so hit or miss. Like, I could definitely go on a date, but it doesn't mean it's gonna be with someone I'm excited about or.
But you can meet a friend.
But I'm trying to. I'm trying to. Y'all, if anybody wants to set me up.
That's also an option.
It's an option. Okay. Listen.
We're open to any opportunities.
Yeah, we'll be taking setups for Shika. Let us know. Okay, Masa will screen.
Do you have some like small guidelines?
Do I have guidelines?
Or like a small requirement?
I mean, I don't know. Like, that's such a hard question. I feel like when people are like, what's your type? I'm like,
not really type, or just like a few characteristics you would love. It doesn't have to be your like soulmate, but it's just so you have fun.
Okay, well, I think I'm a very much a vibe person. Like, I think the way someone dresses and the way they present themselves is such a big factor.
Do you want to laugh?
Yeah. I think I'm a fun person.
Yeah.
Like,
but you need someone who like will also do that.
Yeah. I think someone who has a similar sense of humor as me, like has a good sense of humor.
I'm just imagining if you were ever to go to a date and the guy just like is not cracking jokes and Ishika's just cracking jokes.
Yo, I told Masa,
and they don't understand.
I want to tell the story of this first date I went on like last week. It was like early last week. I think it was last week, or was it the week before? I don't remember. It was such a disaster. Like, I've never had a first date fail because I haven't dated that much. But this was my first like actual first date just like fail.
It all started off with
just started off a mess. So basically, this guy I matched with on Hinge. Right. I was like excited to go on this date. It kept getting rescheduled. He had a family emergency. He had to like travel out of the city. He was out of town. So finally we reschedule for a Monday night. Okay, Monday comes around. Again, I live in Jersey, so after work I get on my little entry transit to come to New York. Now normally this train ride is a little over an hour, and today it was 3. Oh my God. Because the NJ Transit was having some sort of complications, which the NJ Transit is also pretty famous for, but 3 hours is crazy. That's happened to me like once or twice before on the transit. So I get on a train at 5:15 and I reach New York at 8. So
3 hours is actually insane.
2 hours and 45 minutes.
Wait, were you on the train or was it just standstill? Or like, sorry, that's the same question.
Yeah.
Were you waiting for the train or was it a standstill?
No, I was on the train.
That is really annoying.
I was on the train, but it stopped at one area. First, they were like, someone on the train needs medical assistance, like the EMT is coming. So we're like, okay, so we're waiting there. Then we again, after like another stop, like stop again. And they're like, oh, now there's some track it took almost 3 hours, 2 hours, 45 minutes. It was insane.
And that's a train ride that would take an hour to an hour 20.
Yeah,
right?
It's an hour-long train ride. Yeah. So I'm like, oh my God. And I didn't bring a phone charger. I didn't realize. And while I was on the train, I had a work call that I had to take. So my phone battery is just going down. And I'm like, especially because I was on the train for 3 hours. So like, what else do? I didn't bring my book.
It's like all aside.
And the funny thing is, like, I picked up my book to take it, but it was a huge book that wouldn't fit in my bag. And I didn't feel like carrying it in my hand. So I was like, you know what? Like, I don't need my book. I can deal with an hour.
Yeah.
I was like, killing my phone battery because I had nothing else to do. Finally, and I'm texting this guy, but he's actually like really nice. He's like, that's fine, like nothing you can control, like it's under control. I was like, yeah, sorry, like I'll let you know when I get to the city. because I was supposed to meet him like 2 hours before I met him.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So finally, I get to this place to meet him. And I just feel like sometimes you just know within like
right when you see them.
not even like within like 2 minutes.
Okay.
You like after you interact, you're like your gut just tells you
Whether or not you'll have a good time.
yeah, or like whether you're into it or not.
Okay.
And after like 3 minutes, I was
Oh,
like,
no.
oh no. Oh no. Like, and it's not at all like the way that he looks. It was fully just the awkwardness of the interaction.
The vibes.
The vibes were just off. Like, I get there, and then we went to this like jazz speakeasy, and he's like walking 6 feet in front of me.
Why?
I'm not lying to you.
Why not next to you?
I don't know. It was just so weird. Also,
You're like, hello.
yeah, I was like, what is going on? Also, to be fair, maybe I was a little like disoriented after being on this train for 3 hours.
Yeah.
But I was still like a good time.
Yeah.
And so I was like, what is going on? We get to this jazz bar, we sit down, and the vibes are just, they're not bad, they're just awkward. Like, they're not giving flirty romance. Like, no.
Oh no.
No. And I'm like, I just took a 3-hour train. Well, whatever. I asked the bartender to charge my phone. We sit there. He gets a work call, takes his work call.
Okay.
I make friends with, like, a French lady who sits down next to me while I'm waiting for his work call.
How long was it?
His work call was like 15 minutes.
Okay, that's a good amount of time. Yeah.
But then this place starts to fill up. Finally, we like leave. We each get a drink. We leave. And he's like, should we just walk around? And I was like, okay. So we actually just walked, which is like, okay. But it was
Yeah.
just so random, like just in circles.
Mm-hmm.
And with an, and I was like, also I was hungry. Like
Yeah.
I had eaten nothing.
Yeah.
And the one drink had already got me
Tipsy. Yeah.
because I was
Didn't eat anything.
starving,
Yeah.
and it was a strong drink.
Yes.
Anyways, after walking for a while, he was like, so what train are you gonna take? I'm like, oh, so this
That's what it's like.
no, but the thing is, like, I'm at least we both were on the same page. Fully, I was sitting there thinking, like, how am I gonna,
Get out of this.
like, how do I,
How long did you spend with him?
like, maybe an hour and a half.
Okay.
And I was like, how do I kind of, like, figure my way out?
Mm-hmm.
So I tell him that I'm like, I'm gonna go to the subway. I walk to where the subway stop is, let him go, and then go back out and get Taco Bell. And that's when I called Manasa, and it was like, Manasa, I don't know what
You
just
won't
happened.
believe what just happened.
Then I take my Taco Bell, get back on Manjay Transit, which takes another 3 hours, going home at night. And I wish they had said before I got on it that it was gonna be delayed. Luckily, my amazing mother is like, I'll pick you up halfway. So I like get off at a stop, Uber to where she is, and by the time I get home, it's like 12:30 at night. So I was on the NJ Transit for like 4.5 hours.
Yeah. For an hour. And a
Plus the Uber and the driving. For an hour and a half date that just was like not
Not it.
that was a long story.
Yeah. But you know what? This date gave you a story to tell.
It gave me a story to tell. It was like, and I was literally just laughing. I literally was like,
You're like, what is my life right now?
everyone, I was telling like all our friends, and everyone was like, it's okay. I'm like, no, I'm not upset. Like, this is just funny.
It's just funny.
It was just so ridiculous. I
Yeah.
felt like it was a fever dream. I don't know what happened. And after that, I was like, I'm staying in my house the rest of the week. This is a sign that like I'm not supposed to leave the house. Maybe I should slow down on the dating. Like, what is going on?
Yeah. No, maybe it's not, because I had a date like this when I knew 2 minutes into, like, honestly, right when I saw him, I was like, this is not gonna work. And then the next day I met Cable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true, which is her boyfriend now.
Yeah.
But no, been on a date like that before too, where like,
It's a weird feeling because, like, first of all, you can't really tell someone's vibe
yeah.
from their pictures. So you can see what they
Totally.
look based off their pictures, and some guys will, like, make them look a little bit better than they do in
Yeah.
pictures.
And it's not even like, for me, it's not even the way your face is, but it's the way you come off. You can like really
How they're
curate-
standing.
Right. You can
It's
curate
their aura.
totally. You can like curate a profile
Yeah.
that is so that gives such a different vibe, or like energy than who you really are.
Yeah.
Which is literally what happened. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't bad or good. Like, he it wasn't like he was a bad person.
Yeah.
It literally was just not it was just not meshing.
Not gonna lie, how someone's stance and
Yes.
how they walk
That is so
makes
true.
such a big, just how they like hold themselves together,
Yeah.
just standing there will
Yeah.
give off like whether or not.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. So that's happened to me. Honestly, I've been on a date before too, where like a couple minutes in, I was like, like I'm just not feeling the like attraction,
Yeah.
and it's fully just the meshing of the both energies is just
yeah.
not doing it.
Yeah.
And since then, I have been taking a little, tiny little break.
That's fair. I mean, you were on a train for 4.5 hours.
Yeah, until today,
Yeah.
where I was like, maybe I should get back on Hinge when I kept seeing our friends post all their cute stuff. So
Wow.
I don't know. I don't even know, bro. My dating life is such a I don't know what it is.
Well, that was a really fun story,
Thank
though.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I hope he's well.
Yeah, no, literally, please be well.
Wish him well,
Yeah.
but not a good state.
Yeah, please be well. Please find someone who matches your energy, and I hope the same for me. Like, that's it.
You know, every ass has its seat.
Okay.
I heard that somewhere.
That's true.
There's an ass for every seat.
Oh, okay. That's true. And I found a cute little jazz bar.
Okay.
And they serve.
Where did you go again?
Oh my god, I don't remember the name. I'll tell you after. But
Yeah, I remember you telling me to go there because
it was
really
in
cute.
Lower East, but they serve. It was literally a speakeasy.
Mm.
It wasn't. They hadn't made it to be a speakeasy. It was actually a speakeasy from before that they repurposed.
Oh, whoa.
So they serve drinks in teacups, like
That's
as they did back then,
cute.
that you can't tell.
that
it's
it's alcohol.
It was a cute place.
That's such a crazy concept that,
Mhm.
like, back in the day that they had to hide their alcohol.
Like prohibition and everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
And they had live jazz music, like a live band playing.
Yeah.
It was definitely a bit of an older crowd, but I think it's like a vibey spot.
good energy.
Yeah, and if you like jazz or if you want to like go listen to jazz music one
Yeah.
night, it was a cute little spot.
I'm going to this jazz bar this coming Friday called Django.
Okay.
Gil and I haven't gone on a date night in like more than a month, so I've been
Yeah.
I've been really wanting to go to this jazz bar, so I'll
Okay.
have to let you guys know how it is.
Yeah,
But
let me
I've
know
been
how it
seeing
is.
it. It's supposed to be really
Nice.
cute.
Okay.
Yeah, just live music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love a good
I know.
dinner and a show or
I
a drink and
actually
a show.
love live music.
Yeah.
I love live music. Honestly, it doesn't even matter to me what genre of music it is.
Yeah,
I love live performance and instruments. It's just so fun.
I agree.
It's
I
so fun.
agree.
And so that is my newest dating story. I'm like so okay with the funny dates, but I'm just like kind of hoping for some more connection
Yeah.
type dates. Like it would be nice.
You just have to
sprinkled in
keep
there.
going on them.
I know, but I just like
Maybe some dates in the area, but I don't know. Yeah.
bro.
So you don't have to do the whole train ride.
The thing is, I don't really know who lives in our.
It's like who would you want?
Who lives in
It's
the
like
town
people
that I
who
grew
went
up
to
in,
high school
in
with
Jersey?
us.
Literally, I know everyone who lives there.
You know, that's fair. That is a very
so
valid.
I'm kind of in a predicament.
It's not like more people move there unless they're like little kids. You know what I mean?
No one our age moves there unless they grew up there.
Yeah,
So I'm in a little bit of a predicament.
that's fair.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. But okay, so that was my little catch up. But
Yeah.
with everything going with you, I kind of wanted to talk a bit about your like running journey. I know we've touched on it, but we've never really gone into like maybe what made you decide to want to run a half,
Oh.
what you've like learned from it, or how your training has gone. Any advice that you have?
I guess like starting from the beginning. I think
Yeah.
it was just very random.
Okay.
How I like even decided to. It was very just like, oh, I saw this race coming up. I was like, why not?
So when did you sign up for it? Like when did you start?
I signed
training?
up in November.
Okay.
I just saw it online, and some of my boyfriend's friends were like into running a lot, so I was just like looking up like, oh, like maybe I'd do something small. I think I was also in this period where like I just like needed something to work towards, like some
Mhm.
type of goal.
Mhm.
maybe just like a fun hobby that I
Okay.
could start.
So how many months? So when did you start training? You signed up in November. Did you start training right away?
I signed up in November. I think I ran maybe once or twice in December, like 1 mile,
Okay.
just to see where I was at.
Okay.
And then in January, I like actually started running.
Okay.
I didn't use any specific plan. My main goal was just like run once or twice during the week, do one long run on the weekend. I know some people like to follow a specific plan, but I don't know. I was just talking to some people and they were just like, as long as you like run regularly and you do your one long run on the weekend, you should be good.
So I guess how did you, because when I like had a period last summer where I was really thinking about running a half and I started to train, but I think my biggest question, or like what I was struggling with as someone who has never run before, is kind of figuring out how to pace it, how to know how much I should be running, or what my progress should be week by week. How did you kind of deal with that?
My dad used to run
Okay.
a lot, and then he like had a lot of knee pain, so he couldn't really run anymore.
Okay.
But he was running like 9-10 miles.
Okay.
And he is like always telling, because one of his friends like runs marathons every year.
Okay.
New York Marathon, whatever, Boston Marathon, everything.
Okay.
And my dad was always saying like, just run slow. It doesn't matter. Just run slow, slow, slow. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Because it makes a big difference on like how much you can run. Say you're running a mile and you start the mile like extremely fast. By halfway in the mile or 3/4 of the mile, you're really tired.
Yeah.
But if you start slow, you can just keep running and running and running and running.
Okay.
And so that was my thing. I was just never trying to be fast.
Okay.
My goal was to just finish.
Okay.
Whenever I had a goal of running 5 miles, whatever it is. Yeah, I mean, I think it was just like enjoying the idea of being able to do it. I would just put on some good music, and it was just like a period where like it was honestly a nice 4 months because like I had something to do on the weekend that wasn't like drinking related. And I don't know, it was just like a fun new hobby. Like it was able to like connect more with my roommate about it and like other
she was running it
friends.
too,
Yeah, so like was able to meet new people through running. My boyfriend would sometimes run with run clubs, so like you get to meet people.
Oh, cool.
Definitely want to start doing that as well, but yeah, just running slow, not really caring about how fast other people are running, because there's so many times when I'm running in Central Park, people are running right past me.
Past you.
So I run like 10:30 pace depending on the day. Some people run like 7, 8. That's
Or
really
9,
fast.
yeah. So did you have like a week by week, like by the end of this week, I want to be able to run this distance regardless of how long it takes me? Or did you, like, how did you kind of deal with that?
So every week I would do 1 or 2 runs during the week.
Okay.
I think when I first started, I definitely did a little more. I would run like 1 mile one day, another mile another day. And then as I started to get used to running, it started to get a little easier. And then on the weekends, I would increase my mileage. Say I was running a long run 5 miles, the next weekend it'd be like 5.7 and 6.5, and then like
that's
slowly,
how you kept going.
yeah, and then you slowly increase.
Okay.
And your body kind of just starts to adjust to that. It's so crazy what your body can do and the feelings that you get. I never knew what runner's high would feel like until you start doing it.
Really?
It's this feeling you get once you start. For me, it's like when I run past mile 4.
Okay.
For some reason, mile 4 is always the toughest for me.
Okay.
After I do that, at mile 5 and onwards, you're running on autopilot, and you know your breath is completely steady.
Yeah.
You're not catching for like air, which is so crazy. When I would run 1 mile, I'd be like gasping for air, like trying to get there. But when you have this like sort of autopilot going, you're just moving your legs. Breath is like resting. Like how if we're breathing right now, maybe it's a little bit faster.
That's true.
So it's so crazy how it's just like your body's just I don't know how to explain it.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I have another question. So do you like listen to music when you're running, or do you do you think when you're running? Like how do you kind of approach
music that? Always.
Yeah.
I started getting into EDM a lot. So a lot of Fred again.
Oh, really? That's so fun.
Because I don't think I was like a big EDM.
I didn't know you were into EDM.
I had my phase in like 5th or 6th grade where I would listen to SoundCloud remixes, like Skrillex and have you heard of?
Yeah.
super intense emo girl phase back in the day.
So now you listen to like sets while you're running?
Yeah. Not really sets. I'll just listen to a few songs. Okay. And then I listen to hardcore 6th grade middle school dance pop.
Okay. Like Dynamite vibes?
Dynamite, Firework.
Oh.
Club Can't Handle Me.
Wait, honestly, old Florida, Club Can't Handle Me is a bop.
I love me running up the hill. I'm like, you know what? No.
Wait, the funny thing is, like, for some reason, I'm obsessed with, like, Spotify playlists at the moment. I literally play Spotify playlists, like, twice a day.
Yeah.
And for some reason, one time that song came up. And now I'm like, wait, I love this song.
It's so good.
I added it to my playlist. I was like, wait, Florida.
That's what happened when I have a half marathon playlist, but there wasn't many songs on it when I first started, so it just started recommending me things, and that was one of the songs. I was like, oh my god,
it's a game changer.
Yeah.
Wait, okay.
A lot of pop.
Yeah, like high energy pop,
and then I'll throw in a few rap songs.
Okay.
But those are my genres. I don't know. I don't understand people who listen to slow music when they're running. Yeah. I simply don't get it.
You know what my new favorite gym song is? This is also so random. It's that song by Nicki Minaj that kind of blew up on TikTok. It's like an old song. It's like Va-Voom. You know that song Va-Va-Voom? Is that what it's called?
Wait.
I think it's called Va-Va-Voom by Nicki Minaj. Listen to it. It's like an old song. Okay. You definitely know it. It's so random too. Like, I don't remember how it just...
Is it poppy?
Yeah. It just came up on my...
Maybe I'm gonna listen to it and see if I should add it.
And it's like my new workout song. Like I'm doing weights to like Va-Va-Voom by Nicki. Like it's so fun. I don't know why I love it.
There's another song that I really love. I forgot what it's called, but I think it's a Nicki Minaj song.
Okay. Okay.
But pop is the best. Yeah. I am a big stan of that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so funny because I was talking with our friends about like Coachella just happened, and I was like, we were talking about who we'd want to headline, and I'm such a pop girly. Like,
that's a good question.
Who was your dream Coachella headliner?
You know, Post Malone's my favorite artist, but I've seen him so many times that I wouldn't care if he headlined.
But I think he'd still be like a good for one of the days.
But I wouldn't go just for him.
Okay, that's right. Because you've already gone to see him live like twice or thrice, right?
I also don't think he'll do Coachella anymore. I think he's a Stagecoach guy.
Okay.
Because he's going country.
He's going to Stagecoach this time.
Yeah, because on his new album, there's like Morgan Wallen. Like, Post Malone is going country.
I wanted to go. You know, this is so funny because a couple months ago, I was like, wait, I want to go to Stagecoach. I looked it up. That shit was expensive.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
It was like $500-$600.
Yeah, I don't remember. I just remember it being really expensive because the lineup is insane for Stagecoach.
Oh, like it's probably really good this year.
It's really good. It's not just country artists. Like I need to look it up. And here, let me look it up and tell you. But while I'm looking it up, who would be your dream Coachella guest? Or Coachella headliner?
Well, seeing Harry Styles was magical when I saw him that one year. Well, if Frank Ocean ever decided to perform again, that would be beautiful.
Okay.
I know he did Coachella last year and it wasn't very good.
Frank Ocean?
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Okay, but anyways, so Stagecoach has Wiz Khalifa.
Oh, I could do a SZA.
Oh, SZA's going this year.
Yeah. To Stagecoach?
No, sorry. She was at Coachella.
I'm
sorry. Yeah.
Well, I would love to see her headline.
Yeah. I'm like, this is never gonna happen.
Or like a Kali Uchis, like that kind of vibe.
I saw Kali Uchis once. She opened for. I went with my brother to a concert. Who did she open for? I forgot.
I'm so excited to see Jhené Aiko. By the way,
we're going to Jhené Aiko.
Yeah.
But my dream headliner. This is never gonna happen. But you like a good little Ariana.
Ooh,
like I would love.
That would be
Ariana.
so good.
She would be my dream.
Okay, if she was there, I would go too.
Or like a Rihanna. Again, it would never happen.
Or a Beyonce.
Bro, I just want a pop princess. Give me, come on. Also, my new obsession right now is Sabrina Carpenter. Okay. I am obsessed with. I
heard her performance was really good.
Bro, I'm obsessed. Espresso, like nonsense outros. Like, I want to see her live so bad.
So I heard that there's like some rule for Coachella, like. If you want to do Coachella, you can't like perform for a certain amount of time before. So maybe she'll go on tour after and you'll be able to see her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so before Coachella you can't perform, so that people don't
in certain areas because they want people to come to Coachella to see them.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Right now she's going to Gov Ball, but I can't go, and I don't really want to see anyone else. I just want to see her. So, I really, really hope that she performs soon. Like, I'll go to a concert.
Yeah.
I want to go so bad.
I think she would be so good. And then, I don't know. Well, when I saw Doja, that was amazing too.
Yeah.
Or a Nicki Minaj.
Or Nicki. Nicki would be so fun. She's a performer.
I know. I really wanted to go to her concert, but it's okay.
That would be so fun. Anyways, okay, so that's some really good advice. I guess, do you have, I know that there are some like products that you love that you have, you know,
some
like,
running tips. One thing for sure, find what shoe works for you, because I know that every shoe is not going to work for everyone. I love Hoka's, but my roommate hates Hoka's.
Okay.
So I think going to a shoe store and like trying them on, or like trying out a few, like when you go to the shoe store, try out a few brands, seeing what you like, because everyone's foot is different. Everyone's like what they need is different. So like I think as a beginner, your shoe is so important because it gives you the support you need.
That's true.
You can't run with the regular shoes that you always had.
True.
You're gonna get injured. Stretching is so important, especially when you get to the higher miles. Another big thing is like while you're running, you also need to be doing other workouts. You can't just be running. You need to be lifting weights. You need to be doing like some type of like body weight exercises, because you need to make your like legs strong.
Okay.
And your like joints, like,
so you would do,
you have to like cross train.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would kind of mix that in with other days that you weren't running.
So like one thing that happened to me when I first started running, my calves were hurting so much because they weren't strong enough and they weren't used to this sudden like running 5 miles all the time. So I had to like work them out a little bit and stretch them out a little bit. It's like for 3 weeks straight, they were just in pain.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. And then I guess like find clothes that work for you. I know some people love running in shorts. I can't run in shorts because my legs will shave. So I have to wear leggings.
So would mine.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. And you like your little belt bag too, right?
Yeah. I feel like it's super helpful, especially like if you need a little snack or you need to throw your keys in somewhere. Having a little bag. I have mine from Lululemon. It's so awesome. And then just enjoy it. It's a fun thing.
Okay. I think you can give some like post-race reflections.
Yeah. I'm super excited, and I'm so excited that so many people are coming and so many people are running it. I think it's just going to be like a lot of fun.
I think so too.
And I'm so excited to get drunk after.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be really fun. And we're so excited to like see. I've never been to a marathon or like a race or anything, so I'm so excited to like go and see the energy and the vibe.
Yeah, and I'm so excited. I was telling Sydney and Hannah to also come, which are another one of our friends. And every time I would send Sydney and Hannah like updates, or like here's the race map, like here are my timings, Hannah would just reply, "I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry."
Why?
She said she's gonna cry.
At the race? Is she coming?
Yeah, she's coming.
Oh my god.
Her and Sydney are both coming.
Yay. I know, like, honestly, it's kind of emotional, bro. Like, you're gonna have done something, like, a goal that you've worked towards for so many weeks and months, and, like, it's just cool.
I don't know, like, when I think about it, I'm like, 13 miles is a lot.
It really is a lot.
And I never thought I would get to that point. So,
yeah. Okay. I can't wait for Monster to do some reflections.
I know. I'm so happy that you guys will all be there. Like, I think the support is also just, like, what's getting me really excited.
I know. It's going to be really fun.
I'm so excited to, like, run and then see you guys on the side.
Know.
Be like, hey.
We're going to stop on some pictures. But yeah, so if you're listening to this, Schmoss has already ran the race by the time this goes out. So you probably can go on our Instagram and like see some
I will be spamming
race content. Yeah, like in your little highlights or a post or something. But anyways, thanks for listening to our little catch up.
Yeah, and as usual, let us know if there's any topic ideas or any guests that you would like us to talk about or talk with. We've had a bunch of different guests on the podcast, like so recently, many. So definitely go watch on YouTube. We have the full episode, or listen to it on Spotify, Apple, wherever you like to listen to. Yeah, thanks so much for listening to this week's podcast episode, and you'll hear us and see us next week.
Bye.
Bye.